This is Game 3 of the 2006 season. Coach Jimmy Phillips and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors are 1-1. We are coming off of the loss in Game 2. We were on the road against UNLV. Both teams off to 1-0 starts, and it was certainly a good battle. It was a back and forth game. We fell behind in the first half, battled back. We had a lead in the second half for a little. UNLV then went on a run. They had a lead. We battled back, but UNLV in the end, they were able to pull away, and they got the victory, 73-66. The final, they improved to 2-0. We fall to 1-1. Tough one there, great battle, but falling short, first loss of the season. We move forward, 3 days off in between games, and we are going to be back on our home court. We're going to be taking on the St. Louis Billikens, who enter with an 0-1 record. So, off to a 1-1 start, a very strong win against Michigan State. Michigan State is now 1-2. They had a loss against Gonzaga. Tough loss in our last game earlier this week, but going to be back on our home court, can give it our best shot, try to get our second win of the season. Let's go, come on. Here at the top 25 polls, the number one team is Connecticut. They are followed by Duke, Texas, Maryland, Oklahoma, Villanova, Boston College, Kentucky, LSU, and rounding out the top 10 is Gonzaga. Look at the rest of the top 25 now. Now we look at the Western Athletic Conference. No conference games have been played. Look at the overall records. Boise State and Idaho are 0-2, the only two teams without a victory. Fresno State, Hawaii, New Mexico State, and Utah State all 1-1. Louisiana Tech, they have the best record. Well, they've played 4 games, they're 3-1. Nevada is just 1-0. They're the only team without a loss. That's the way things are looking right now. San Jose State there, 1-2. Here we go, back on our home court, taking on St. Louis. They compete in the Atlantic 10, their first year in that conference. They were previously in Conference USA. They're off to an 0-1 start. They're looking for their first win. We had the injury at the center position. Of course, that was very unideal. That hurt us in the UNLV game. And going to be without him as well for this game against St. Louis. Pretty big gap after this game, some time off, so he may be back for our rematch against UNLV. But next man up, all our focus right here, Game 3. Come on, Hawaii versus St. Louis.
State Sheriff Center in Honolulu, Hawaii. We've got a great matchup for you today. The St. Louis Billikens go up against the Hawaii Warriors. Hi everyone, here with Bill Raftery and Bonnie Bernstein, I'm Vern Lindquist. The Hawaii head coach leads his team into the fray today. What's your take, Bill? The Hawaii coach doesn't go easy on his kids, Vern, because he believes that success requires hard work and discipline. It's a system that's worked for plenty of other coaches. The St. Louis head coach has his guys prepared for the matchup today. Your should be a main contributor on the other side. Moss can also hold his own at the point. He's such a hard worker out there, and he can do a little bit of everything. A great competitor, no question. All right, thanks, Bill. We're just about ready to get this one started.
And we're underway here in Game 3 for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. 1-1 record taking on the St. Louis Billikens. They are 0-1. They control the ball first. This brings it up, pulls back. Kofi Chapman. Oops.
Dish, down low. Shot clock winding down. Top of the key. Launches it.
Three-pointer goes up and it goes down. What a start for St. Louis.
Now let's check in with the third member of our team, Bonnie Bernstein. Bonnie?
Just before the game, I talked with the head coach of the Warriors. His thoughts on this matchup? Well, he said, and I'm quoting, "It should be a fun game. We're two evenly matched teams, and we complement each other's styles."
3-point match. Let's go.
The club coach is playing politically correct, at least for now.
Thanks, Bonnie. St. Louis brings it up. We've got a tie ball game here.
Christian Jr., big shot there.
The layup was finished by Herbs. The defense simply cannot allow those kind of shots. Hawaii takes it up court. Under 14 minutes left in the half. Dumps it off. Lane passes it to the left
Jr.
side.
goes up for a foul.
Cuts it open. First team foul.
That's the first.
He gets the first of two.
Sixth and both ties the game. Oh, Jr. went for it, didn't get it. Oh, the opportunity to Kofi to dunk.
Strong finish. Hawaii brings it up. They're behind by two.
Lead
For the lead.
gets it. Let's go. We've not had much success from three-point range in our first two games, but 2 for 2 games to begin this one here. 8-7 lead now. After at least 6 it.
Pass left side.
Oh, that's gonna be a chance for
If you're going to foul him, you make sure he doesn't get the shot off. Don't give him the easy three opportunity. He completes the three-point play. The Warriors will give their starters a rest here. The Warriors take it up court, and it's a two-point game. They're playing a 2-3 zone. They live for two. Up fakes. Dumps it off. Pass. High post. McMillan with the crossover. Summers passes back to the right wing. They need to get a shot off. From
Mills
downtown.
on fire. We're hoping. A bit of technical difficulty there. Lost a couple minutes of gameplay. That shot attempt from Dylan McMillan did not go in. St. Louis was able to get their lead up to 15-8. We got it to 15-10. Then it was 17-10, 17-12, 19-12, 19-14. And then Keone Lee just hitting a three-pointer cut it down to 19-17. 9:08 remaining in the first half. Good battle here in Honolulu. St. Louis ready to inbound. Quick run through at the full stats or anything that has been missed in the past couple of minutes lost in gameplay footage. Now back to the action. St. Louis inbounding after the 3 from Lee.
The Pelicans take it up court. They're shooting 88% from the field. Cross court.
St. Louis coming off of a timeout after seeing their lead. Goes up to 7, shrink down to 2. Chapman, jumper doesn't go. Here we go, trying to bring it all the way back. We can tie it up. We'll even take the lead here. Shallow. Reaching in foul.
Gets called for the reach, and that's his first foul. Crosses it over, dumps it off. Lane with the crossover to take the lead.
For 3 as a goal.
Rips it down. The fast break. Spectacular job of the board. Got at the position and just refused to be moved. A little show of strength. Lane hit it, got fouled.
That's a big
And
moment.
another shot at the three-point play.
And go for it, and it will drop a chance to give us the lead here. He's not going to be able to hit it. Yeah. 19-19
Bring
score.
it up. They're 8 for 10 from the floor.
Poked away, Lee has it.
Stripped away by Lee.
On the run, a challenge shot doesn't go. Shiloh the rebound, now can't put it in.
Grabs the
Stolen
offensive
by
rebound.
Jones.
Misses the two-handed
Another
stop.
chance for Lee, and that will fall. What a sequence.
What a start for both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
Come on.
They're playing a 2-3 zone run, trying to clamp down on the
Start
inside game.
away. Lee to 3 to Lee.
It's a two-point differential. Finished up with a double by Lane.
What a round here from the Rainbow Warriors.
Tries to back down. Dumps it off. Just off the
Jump in
line.
there. Go.
What concentration to hit that
Up
shot
there,
with a
St.
defender
Louis.
right in his face. Oh, smooth. Hawaii brings it up. They're 3 for 6 from beyond the arc.
St. Louis held a 7-point lead a couple times.
Crosses it over.
15-8, 17-10.
Lee
Battle
with the
back.
crossover.
Philly here.
Dumps it off.
Jordan.
Shoots from
Mid-range
13
doesn't
feet.
go. It's tipped. Foul is going to get called. Loose ball foul. Ooh, tough call there.
Hawaii will bring in second team out on the floor. The Pelicans will make some substitutions. The Pelicans bring it up. It's a 2-point differential. Passes far side. Chapman passes it to the middle. Pump fakes. Herbst dishes inside. Shot clock winding down.
This is not going to work very much.
By
Summer's too long.
The Warriors take it up court. They're shooting 50% from the field. Valentine was hacked on the way up, and he'll get 2 shots at the line.
That's first.
He gets the first of 2.
Doesn't get it, but Summers the rebound.
Powerful dunk was hammered down by Summers.
Let's go.
Timeout on the floor.
Cortland Summers leaps up, gets the rebound, and we're slamming it down.
The Pelicans take it up
5-point lead for Hawaii.
to the rim.
To Hawaii.
Summers anticipated the shot
To
and sent it away.
Valentine.
Dumps it to the middle. Can't connect with a quick shot.
I mean, it was 19 to 12. St. Louis held a lead. It's been a 14 to 2 run ever since, and then Dylan's gonna go for three. He's gonna go.
The defense was there. They shook it off and drained it.
Dylan McMillan, what a shot!
Right side. Check. Passes to the right side. Dumps it off. Coulter dishes it down low. Thrown down by Herbst.
Get in there, Irv. Ferocious dunk.
The Warriors bring it up. They're on a 13 to 4 run. Valentine backs down. Bounce pass inside.
Pass into McMillan. It's not gonna go. Second chance. Irv. Dylan McMillan, another replay.
Timeout on the floor. The Warriors will bring all of their starters back to the floor. The Pelicans will bring a few more starters back in. St. Louis takes it up court, and it's an 8-point lead. Herbst passes back to the outside. Pass, left wing. Pass, cross court. Herbst passes it to the outside. Dish, down low. Far side. They need to get a shot up. The tough shot. Swish. They don't run many plays for him on offense, but he got it done there. Hawaii
Jalen hit the
brings it
jumper.
up. They've been doing a great job so far of sharing the ball. Lee gives the up fake. Passes it cross court. Shiloh feeds it down low.
Joiner.
The shot from the wing was good by Joyner. The Pelicans take it up court. They're trailing 33 to 25. Herbst tries to back him in. 12-footer made by Herbst. How about that, Bird? The D was right there, and he still drilled it. The Warriors bring it up right around 3 minutes left in the half. Crosses it over. Shiloh passes to the left wing. Pass, cross court. Joyner with the crossover. Joyner dumps it inside. Nothing but net by Lee. Herbst is injured. He isn't going to be able to continue. He'll have to go back to the locker room and have the player look at it.
We just wish injuries weren't part of the game, Vern, but unfortunately they are. Hopefully it's not too severe and he'll be back soon.
He'll stay on.
Herbst will leave the court for St. Louis.
This will adjust as soon as it becomes available. Dumps it off. Pass inside. Rebound inside by Shiloh. The break is on.
6.
Sunk by Lee.
We're fired up here. 10-point lead. St. Louis, they had a lead by 7.
2:09 left in the first half.
Couple times, then big run ever since. Trying to keep the momentum going.
Reed swings it top of the key. The two-handed jam finished by Outlaw.
The best way to make sure these
Hopefully
dunks are
Outlaw.
going to go down and stay down is to be strong with both hands.
Herbst was hurt earlier in the game, and it looks like Barney Bernstein
Wait.
has an update for us on his
Big
condition.
does not
Vernon, the
go.
trainer, just took a look at him and really looks uncomfortable over here on the bench. Looks like he could be sidelined for a little while.
Thank you, Barney. Dumps it off.
Slow. Back to 10 for him.
Dunk by Lane. The Philippines make it up court. They're shooting 72% from the field. Backs him down. Day passes to the high post. Pass. Left side.
They can go 2-2 leader burn if they're alert enough.
Capped off with a dunk by Lane.
He's not
And
really much of
more
a high
fast
flyer.
break points
The
for
soft D
Hawaii.
certainly helped there.
Pass. High post. Gets it out to the left side. The finisher. Lays it right
Wow.
back.
This game is completely turned
St.
around.
Louis takes it 29
Our run
seconds.
continues. The lead's all the way up to 14.
Finishes.
And they're able to find inside to Reed.
That last lay-in was good by Reed. Hawaii brings it up. They're leading by 12. Berman passes it to the top of the key. Crosses it over. Releases from 16 feet. Off the
These are
mark.
going to get a 12-point lead for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.
The score, 43-31. With the game on hold for a little while, tell us what your thoughts were in the first one.
This is a real shocker to me, Vern. I thought these two teams matched up very well talent-wise, but that's not what the scoreboard says. The Warriors are up big. Lee has been red hot. He's shouldered the burden for them offensively, and he's helped give them the lead.
All right, thanks, Bill. We're all set to begin the second half, so let's get back into it. Joyner inbounds it to start the second half. Let's send it down to Barney Bernstein.
Well, that is over the break. I talked with the head coach of the Warriors.
Strong
He was
performance
all
in the first
smiles
half.
coming out of the locker room. Loved his team's all-around effort. He said very solid play on the front side of the
Just
camp.
shy
And
of
Bernie, you
this.
might want to pull out your Webster's dictionary. It's Coach dropping you on peak pocket ability. He said, I love what a great job my guys have done coming up with steals. We've been great handling their guards and showing a lot of hustle. He said, I want to see them keep the pressure on in the second half. Say that 3 times faster. Peak pocket ability.
Thanks, Barney. Dumps it off. Joyner grabs the rebound.
You can't tee up that low any better than that. You've got to love to see that.
Berman passes back to the top of the key. Dumps it off. Lee crosses it over. Joyner passes to the wing. They've got to rush it.
Joyner.
Too long, and it was missed by Joyner. The Pelicans bring it up. They're 15 points for the game. Hawaii takes it up court. Under 14 minutes left in the second half. Dumps it off. Pass, top of the key.
Lane.
Shoots a
For
three.
free.
Gets it to go.
We're all the way up to 17.
obvious answer. Give up a three, then get it right back.
Lane brings it up. He's shooting 85% from the floor. Lane with the crossover.
Beautiful
Layup
pass.
good by Burns. The Pelicans bring it up. 12.5 minutes left in the second half. Dumps it off. Tries to post him up. Defensive foul. Nichols got the hoop and was fouled. He'll go to the line. No good. And they don't get the three-point play. Hawaii brings it up. They're ahead 50-36. Top of the key. The tough shot. Sent away by Nichols. Jammed down with one hand by Shiloh.
Keep it up, come on.
The Warriors will give their starters a rest here. The Pelicans take it up court. They're shooting 66% of the game. Bounce pass, high post. Reach it to the middle.
Foul, it's hot.
Chapman was at the rubber line for a cover. Knocks down the first one.
St. Louis trying to battle back here. Got a big goal to climb out of. They're trying to avoid an 0-2 start to the season.
Gets the ball.
We are also trying to avoid our second loss, but we're seeking our second win.
Takes it up court. They're in front by 14. Looks like they're setting up in a 1-3-1 zone. Crosses it over. With the shot.
No, but something
Reels it in.
puts it in.
Bounces high, but falls through.
Let's go.
The Pelicans bring it up. Just over 11 minutes left in the second half. Pass, right side. Nice job on the assist by Nichols.
Wow, it's been full offense in this game. Everybody's got a hot hand.
The Warriors take it up court. They're 5 for 8 from long range. Summers backs in. Tony passes to the top of the key. Valentine pump fakes.
Tony's gonna go for it, and it was fun. Let's
Gets the
go.
layup after the pump fake freezes the feed.
And if the Warriors gotta get in, get in the front row there. Lead is up to 16.
Herbst beats it inside.
Shot missed there.
Valentine grabs the rebound inside. Long with the crossover. Dumps it off. Crosses it over.
Herbst reaching in for it.
Herbst gets the reach-in call, and that's foul number 2 for him. The Warriors will bring all of their starters back to the floor. Reed got a quick breather, but they need him back on the floor. Lane swings it to the corner. Lane swings it to the right side. Joyner crosses it over.
Into Thurman. Oh, they're gonna call him with the charge. That's his
He's called for
fourth
charging, and that's
foul.
his 4th foul of the contest. Third team foul. Thurman will sit down to avoid further foul trouble.
16-point lead here. Warriors trying to get second home win, their second home game. Huge victory against Michigan State, first game of the season here in this court.
Passes cross court. Nichols passes it to the middle.
Nichols,
Hook shot. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. With the crossover. Pass. Far side. Short by McMillan. The Pelicans bring it up. They trail by 60. With the floater.
Lane called shooting foul.
And he will go to the line.
Easy call on that one. Clearly some contact on the release.
2 shots for Coco. It's the first.
He gets the ball. Lane brings it up court. He's 6 for 8 from the floor.
They're playing a 2-3 zone run, trying to clamp down on the inside game.
Lee passes it to the right side.
Lane.
Ball short. The Pelicans take it up court. About 8.5 minutes left in the second half. Kofi dishes it inside. The 6-footer was missed by Nichols. Hawaii takes it up court. They're in front, 56-42. Pass, top of the key. McMillan dumps it to the middle. Pass, left wing. Releases from 16 feet. Yes!
That's right.
Reed passes to the left corner.
Chapman, nobody's in good.
The offensive rebound corralled by Nichols. Reed passes it to the outside. Chet passes to the left wall. Chet skips it to the high post. Dumps it off. Shot clock winding down. For three.
Just got it off.
That's a 35-second violation and they turn it over.
Air ball on a shot clock violation.
Work for a shot. We've got more than enough time to find a good shot. If we keep moving and don't stand still.
Lane brings it up the floor. He's got 13 points. Lane with the crossover. Crosses it over. McMillan dishes.
And the shot.
The jam was missed by Shiloh. Backscan. Tries to back down. Dumps it off. For three. Hits the left rim.
He didn't have a lot of room, and he's not the type of shooter who should be taking that shot in traffic.
McMillan passes to the top of the key. Shiloh crosses it over. Releases. Connects from 10 feet out. Timeout on the floor. The Warriors
Shooting
are
good
making a
shoot
group
here.
substitution.
So quite a bit of basketball left. Got our lead up to
The
18.
Pelicans bring it up. They have really been struggling offensively. Day passes it to the right corner.
Still on it.
It's stolen by Tony. And that'll be his second steal.
Got
of
it,
the
and
game.
he's really pulling away here.
To get that shot off and convert.
13
It's a 21-point lead for Hawaii.
They need to find some answers here. Chapman backs in. Pulled in by Herbst. To stop the drought. Can't convert the layup. Dumps it off with the crossover. Pass, right side. Lee crosses it over. Lee passes to the left block. Sank the basket and gets a trip to the line for one more.
I wasn't there that time.
St. Louis
Yeah,
brings
we're
it up.
further.
They're shooting 51% from the field. Herbst tries to post him up. A difficult shot and a miss by Herbst. With the crossover. Dish inside. That last lay-in was good by Valentine. St. Louis takes it up court. They're down by 25. Day passes it to the right side. Shoots from the post. Hits it. Reed. Hawaii brings it up. About 4.5 minutes left in the second half. Summers feeds it down low. Herbst was all over that one and came up with the rejection. Kofi dumps it down low. Far side. To the right. Misses the low percentage shot. The Warriors bring it up. They're shooting 62% from downtown. Dumps it off. Valentine crosses it over. Snatched down inside by Chapman. Tries to post him up. Pass inside. Chapman gives the up fake. Herbst backs down. Wong read that pass and picked it off.
Goes forward, but
Nice
don't.
penetration and bucket by Lee. St. Louis takes it up court. They're behind 69-44. Pass. Right side. Lee picked off that pass for his third steal so far. Send it in. He doesn't get those too often, but the D handed him on a silver platter. Herbst tries to back him in.
Looks like he's calling for
With the
charge.
charge. That's his fourth foul of the contest. 15 foul. The Pelicans will bring the rest of their starters back to the floor. Hawaii takes its first timeout of the game. Wong brings it up. He's shooting 12% for the game. They're playing a 2-3 zone with win-win principles. Intercepted by Moss. What a terrific steal. It's great to see defense like that. A tremendous nose for the ball and even quicker hands. The Warriors bring it up. They've got a nice lead. Lee dishes it to the middle. Pass left side with the crossover. Wong skips it to the wing. Wong swings it to the right side. Wong with the crossover. Dumps it off. Crosses it over. They need to get a shot off. No good by Wong. Summers just picked up his third foul of the game. The Pelican team make it up court. 2:04 left in the game. Wong anticipated the pass and cut it off. Lee swings it to the left wing. Wong with the crossover. Dumps it off. Crosses it over. Long. Passes to the left wing. Skip pass. Left side. Shot clock winding down. Puts too much on it.
The
Opportunity
defense
doesn't
didn't
go.
give enough space to get comfortable on that shot, and it threw him off.
Dumps it off.
Chapman shot. This ball fell on Herbst.
That's his third personal foul. 6-team foul. Passes it cross court. Backs him down. Kick out. Left side. From the wing.
Runs again. Opportunity doesn't go.
Chapman brings it up court. He's shooting 25% from deep. The tough shot. Valentine grabs it, and that's his third rebound of the contest.
Yeah, just dribble it out here. I'll take the
Shot clock.
shot clock violation. Gotta get the job done here. What a performance. Well, we fell behind 7 points. We were exchanging baskets a couple times. And just went on a big run. St. Louis never able to
Couldn't get the shot off.
catch back up.
Poor execution there. There's the hole.
71-46 the final.
Hawaii blows out the Pelicans 71-46. It wasn't what you'd call a tight one. Let's go to Greg Gumbel back to the studio for the Pontiac game-changing performance.
Thank you, Vern, and welcome everyone to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel with today's Pontiac game-changing performance. The sky was raining three-pointers in this matchup. The Warriors were lights out from beyond the arc, and this was just another in a progression of long-distance shots that sealed their blowout win. That's your Pontiac game-changing performance. On behalf of Pontiac and all of us here in the studio, I'm Greg Gumbel. Now, let's go back to Vern Lundquist and Bill Raftery.
Thanks, Greg. That'll do it for us. For Bonnie Bernstein and Bill Raftery, this is Vern Lundquist saying thanks for watching this presentation of NCAA basketball on 2K Sports.
Let's go. Strong performance here. Hawaii. Rainbow Warriors improved to 2-1 on the season, 2-0 here on our home court. And it was a battle early on. Like I said, fell behind 7 points, and we exchanged baskets. It was 7-12. Then it was 19-12, trailing by 7. Got a 2, hit a 3. That was part of the lost film when there was a slight disconnection from the recording. Came back on when it was 19-17. We were on a 5-0 run, and we just kept it going, continued the run. Got ourselves a nice lead, and Pelicans fell out of the game. They weren't able to keep it competitive in the end. We were able to win it comfortably. 71-46, a 25-point victory. First 2 games of the season, barn burners. This one, not so much able to get the job done in the end. I don't believe that statistic is accurate there with field goals attempted for us. They didn't shoot poorly, but we were able to get the job done. 3-point range, we were 5 of 8. We really struggled our first 2 games, but success in this one, 6 of 9 from the free throw line. They were 6 of 7. We dominated the turnover battle. That was a huge stat. They got less shot attempts than us. I don't believe that much less. A bit inflated, but certainly less. And we controlled the ball well. We out-rebounded them, actually. We struggled rebounding-wise our first 2 games. But had a slightest edge there, just 1 more rebound. But way more steals. even blocks. We had way more points in the paint, way more bench points, second chance, fast break points, all that. And the victory goes to us. Khalil Lee, what a performance. He had 20 points, leading the team. Octavius Lane had a great performance as well. He had 13. Joyner had 9. 2 of 3 from 3 was Lee. 2 of 3 from 3 was Lee. Lane was 1 of 1. Joyner and McMillan also hitting 3-point shots. And everyone getting quite a bit of playing time in this one. Of course, Petrowski's out with the injury. Hopefully he'll be able to go for us in our next game coming up. We're going to have a rematch of our loss against UNLV. We're going to be playing them on this court. We'll be ready for a 2-1 record right now for Hawaii. Gonna have break between games here, but work hard in practice. We'll be ready for our next time out. Strong start, 2-1. Let's keep this going. Let's go Hawaii.